Good evening, everyone. You join us for this T20 match between the Lions and the Royals. I'm Mike Atherton, and next to me in the commentary position is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Ge...
The Royals win the toss and they elect to field. Exactly what I'd have done given the look of the pitch. It's got early wickets written all over it.
Crone has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on.
Bit of a change-up in the field now.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest. They'll get at least one. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Super piece of timing.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot. There'll be one run here for them.
No! Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. What a shot. First ball, smashed it.
That's the start you want. Awesome shots, and it's flown over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
17 runs added there. The Lions are 1 for 17. Cottrell, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Yep. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Good shot. A beauty.
Bowler.
No! Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Beaten on the drive.
Yep.
just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Big edge! Yeah. Oh, that is a great catch.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure. And now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Catch it!
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
6 runs added there. The Lions are 2 for 23. Crone from the university end. Catch it. There'll be runs here. Great catch. First ball of the over.
So that's the 3rd wicket down, trudging off the field. They're well and truly into the middle order now.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Oh boy, that's really high. This might be gone.
Big ball, ball.
Not wasting any time, they're off the mark straight away.
Nice shot.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Catch. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Super catch. Yeah.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Du Plessis, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Strong throw in from the outfield, right to the stumps. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Great shot.
It races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Nicely played.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Brook, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. This misses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Big edge. Where's that going?
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Yep. Doesn't beat the infield.
No!
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Yep. No.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
Needs a direct hit. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Misses everything.
Yep. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yes. No.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
A little late on that, no run scored.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. Drives and misses everything.
Yes. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Straight to the fielder. Big appeal. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
No.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes.
A few moves made in the field.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Yep.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. 3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yep.
Loud appeal.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Decisive running might have gotten to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Got right in behind it.
Kane gets off the mark.
Yep.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survive what would have been a certain run out. They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
A few moves made in the field.
Lawrence, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the press box end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yes.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keep it.
A couple on offer here. Huge appeal.
Yep. Bowlers! No!
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Yes. Bowler! Go! Yep.
Solid
Nice bowling.
defence, very compact.
No!
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
Holder comes out to bat in a bit of form. But it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Edged it. Confident appeal. Could it be? And safely taken by the keeper.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
The Lions weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Carter shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowlers! Go!
That was strong running. They did think about the third, but I think in the end rightly held off.
Yes.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keep it in. Oh!
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Loud shout.
That was it!
Just threw the shot too early.
they'll get at least one. Well placed, should get a single. Out! Yeah! Good catch!
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Keeper, keeper.
Immediately underway with some runs. Ooh, just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Quick onto that in the infield. Needs to be on target.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
4 runs added there. The Lions are 9 for 134.
Yes, yes.
There's a chance if this hits.
No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance of a run out in the first place.
Edged, unplayable. And straight into the safe hands of the keeper. The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase. The openers are coming out to begin the chase. A few early boundaries will help settle. Things down. The bowlers will only need a sniff to get back in the game.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice solid defensive shot.
And with that, they're off the mark.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Edged. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Good bit of timing there.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Caught.
Yeah.
What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Hope will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Does very well to get quickly across to that one. Guptill takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Lovely.
Right out of the middle.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Kane from the press box end. Misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Yep. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be 2 there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Lovely.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yep.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
It didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for 2. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
Lovely. Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper. Wait.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, a roundabout off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Drives and misses everything. Great shot. At least one on offer.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Yep. Yes. No. Yep.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out. Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Overstepped on that occasion. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Lawrence didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Yep. Yep.
– 11 runs added there. The Royals are 2 for 39.
Yes.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting, mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Right there.
Straight to the fielder.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Yep.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Super piece of timing.
Great work from these two, really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable. 50 comes up between these two. They're starting to form a really strong partnership.
Carter coming into the attack from the press box end. Got right in behind it.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Yep. No.
That was lovely bowling, lovely bowling. Just not getting the reward it deserved. Must have been a whisker away from hitting the wickets.
Yep.
Chance to run 2. Nicely played.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Du Plessis, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Solid defence, very compact.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
8 runs added there. The Royals are 2 for 65. The right armour is coming into the attack from the University end.
Lovely.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe. Good work there on the boundary.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Absolutely nailed it.
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Good shot. A beauty. A couple on offer here. They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Keeper.
End of the over. 14 runs coming from it. The Royals are 2 for 79.
Just threw the shot too early.
High in the air. This should be an easy chance.
some adjustments to the field.
Caught! Yeah. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Not a bad innings. Really was starting to get the runs flowing, but cut short. Important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Great shot. Great timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
Pooran is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Beaten on the drive.
Gale with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Waiting.
That's gone. Yeah. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
A new batter always likes to field bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
Pads away. That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Perfectly timed.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Yep. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Just threw the shot too early.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yes.
Super shot that. End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Easy does it. First ball and gets some runs.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Hola! Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
Misses everything.
Had a go at that one, but the amount of spin was just incredible. Not surprising they just got air on that. Just lucky it missed the stumps.
Carter from the press box end. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be one run here for them.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
Lovely.
5 runs added in the over. The Royals are 7 for 115.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
No!
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Strong appeal. And a brilliant take by the keeper.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it would be moving to a big, big score, but it's not to be.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 10 for the Royals.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yeah, mate.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Holder, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the press box end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Keeper.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Nice one.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper's ball.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. Could be close.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
End of the over. 7 off it. The Royals are 8 for 130. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the university end.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Yep. No.
Doesn't beat the infield. Comfortable single if they take it.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Lovely.
Chance to run 2.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
3 added in that over. The Royals are 9 for 133.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Solid defence, very compact.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Holder has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the University end. All tied up in this match. Time for a super over. Nail-biting stuff.
Some moves being made in the field, looking pretty balanced now between defensive and attacking. Guptill gets off the mark.
Great shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. That's out. Caught.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Edged.
Clark shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
You would have really wanted more runs on the board in the super over. Lots of pressure on their bowlers now.
This is a good field, I think. Not too aggressive, but not overly defensive either.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Well, where did that come from, you wonder? After some time spent in the dressing room, it's pretty obvious what their intentions are.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it. That's right off the meat of the bat.
The match comes to a close and they've done exactly what they came here to do. They've won easily and convincingly in a completely one-sided affair.
There was only one team in this one.